family. Hope y'all can feel that. Hopefully you can feel it. Hopefully you can feel it. Hey, hopefully you can feel it. The Run DMC, who we talking about today, family. We're going to be talking about NBA playoffs. We're going to be talking about, players like this now and they finally can get paid, family. Let's get paid. We're also going to be talking about it's Bible Bonilla Day. Bible Bonilla Day. And Mike is in the NY. As you guys know, we're ready to rock. We're ready to rock. Talking about Reggie Bush. Hey, can you feel it?
Oh, so hard. Let's do it.
Some boy to be going hard. Let's get into it. Woo, woo, woo. Hey, family, as you know what's going on, family. I'm Nick.
I'm Mike. What up, y'all?
Military Brothers talking sports. How you guys doing today? How everyone having a wonderful day? Make sure you like, share, comment, get it out there. We want to hear from you guys today. Don't run from this conversation today, family. We need to hear from you. Share it, get it out there. But before I get started, Mike, my brother, how you doing? I seem like you at mom and pop's house.
Well, man, first of all, I'm blessed. I had a nice drive up yesterday, man. I'm in New York City in my parents' apartment, man, where me and my brother grew up. I tell you, man, every time I just look around, man, I'm just having all type of childhood flashbacks. I'm blessed. My folks are doing good, man. Me and my pops went and got cuts today. We ain't got cuts since I was probably 14. And then me and mom went grocery shopping, man, brought the groceries in. So I just feel good. So I'm having a good time, man. I don't get to see him but once a year anyway. So I'm here, man, feeling young again. So it's just blessed, my brother. Everything was good, man. Every day a blessing. How about yourself, my man?
Hey, man, I had a good day. Hey, brother, I'm on vacation until next Thursday.
Okay.
Off today. So my wife was hating on her brother. He was off, and she had to work. So she was hating on her brother. I was like, well, you know,
just one more day. What? 2 more days of hate?
Hey, no, she's off tomorrow. So we fly tomorrow. We be in Las Vegas tomorrow. So hey, we're gonna go and have ourselves a good time.
Beautiful.
Mom and dad come up tomorrow. So hey, we're gonna have a good time in Vegas. My brother and my sister's gonna be there. They come on Saturday. We're gonna have a good time. I love spending time with my family, man. We always have a good time when we do family trips and stuff like that. So we really gonna have a good time.
Yeah, man. Maybe my brother in DC will come to New York. It ain't but a few hours away. Come on,
hey, might as well, man. I was going up there, come to see his brother, man. Tell him come on up there and see you, man. That'd be a beautiful thing. Outside of that, man, it's a beautiful day, man. Nicely in South Carolina. I know you just need to stay away from Madison Square Garden, Mike. I'm just saying.
Hey, you know what? We got rain here in New York, man. Yankee game been postponed. That should be good news to you. Them Yanks. Yes, due to inclement weather.
Mike, I'm gonna leave that alone till we start talking about the Yankees.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it alone. Might give me a headache. But anyway. Oh. See, like
come on through, E.
Brother, the comment. Hey, chill, Mike.
Yeah. That's my man.
Yeah, I guess you named E after your brother.
Hey, you see it, right?
Yeah.
And listen,
I know he got a special place in his heart, man. I already know that.
Oh, of course, man. Of course. And I just want to throw this out there since we're talking, man. My brother was a part of 2 film festivals, one in Seattle, one in Charlotte. His second movie is out. If you get a chance to catch it, y'all can. If you Google Eric Rice, ERIC Rice, he's a movie producer. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for my debut. I don't know what the problem is.
Hey, he probably scared you might try to take over the camera. Hey, I saw you try. Hey, I saw you trying to take over the camera from your daughter in your TikTok. So I already know. See that Mike is paused for a second. He's frozen. Like my granddaughter said, he frozen. He frozen. So hey, I feel you, man. I feel you. And see, like Mike was frozen, so hoping Mike will come back to us in a second, man. Hopefully he'll come back in, get some connection, man. So hopefully he'll get unfrozen. We hear from Mike. Oh, Eric, you can't afford Mike. Mike too expensive. Hey, I got you, brother. I got you. He said, hey, we had to be able to afford you in order for me to bring you on my payroll. We had to have some type of negotiation. That's what it's called. So it's understandable, brother. Understandable. Outside of that, man, had myself a great day today, man. Glad to be off today. What's going on, T-Champ? T-Champ, I know you're going to comment on what we're about to talk about today, man. We're talking about no other Run DMC. We gotta talk about this group right here. When I first got into rap, it started with Run DMC. These guys, man, was actually the first rap group to get a major endorsement. Because as you know, my Adidas was the name of that. Matter of fact, I got the, King of Rock was kicking, but my Adidas, that was the song that got them a major deal with Adidas. No other rap group was able to accomplish that. Run DMC was able to accomplish that. And based on that, man, they were able to really, man, make changes in the industry. And so, hey, there you go, teacher. Hey, I feel you, baby. King of Rock, I just played it. Now I'm rocking that. Yeah, I know y'all feel it. Hey, Mike slide in while I'm rocking. Play the My Adidas, baby. Talk my. Hey,
I'm gonna do it from my phone, man. Don't know what happened with that connection. So good.
Mike, what you got? What you know about this here?
Hold on, my brother. You coming in choppy? I gotta come in.
My guy.
You gotta run them. Okay, Run DMC. You waiting on me?
Yeah, man. Hear what you got to say.
Okay, well, listen, man. First of all, these dudes are iconic legends. The gear, stage presence. I had the pleasure of seeing them live in Madison Square Garden in '86 when they were on top of the world. It was Run DMC and the Beastie Boys. Let me tell you something. Matter of fact, I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm sorry. Nick, it was Fresh Fest 1. Don't know if you know.
I remember that.
Them Fresh Festivals. Run DMC were headlining. Behind them was UTFO, the Fat Boys, the Real Roxanne, and Curtis Blow. And I saw them where? In Charlotte, North Carolina.
Some papers would say, oh,
stop it.
Listen. When Run DMC and them came on stage, that was the first time I heard a crowd holler for an artist. It was unbelievable. Oh. And that's when he said, we got a whole lot of superstars on this here stage tonight. But I want y'all to know one thing. This is my house.
That's right. I say, whose house is this?
Man, the crowd exploded. I mean, man, the electricity right then and there. And who knew that would be what he used in Crush Groove? You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, no.
Mike, that right there, man. Hey, like I said, that's when they had the dookie chain, like they called it.
The cable ropes.
Yeah, hey, that's oh man, it's a dookie chain.
Yes.
Bro. Hey, sucker MC.
These brothers brought the leather jackets, the Godfather hats from 1973, straight leg Lee's untied Adidas, and everybody, they were trendsetters, man. Everybody had to have their outfits on, whether it was an Adidas shirt, Adidas sweatsuit, Adidas. If they didn't have those, I think Daryl Mack and Jam Master Jay, rest in peace, Jam Master Jay, sometime he wore a Kango. If you haven't seen Crush Groove, please see it. And I got a B, probably C.
Wow.
I got a B level movie for you, Nick. And
What's up?
I hate to do this to all my fans, but y'all got to feel it. Like they had a movie out called Tougher Than Leather.
Yes, I remember that movie.
I'm not going to discuss the quality of the movie, but you catch me. It's like that. Walk this way.
Mike, the thing about that, Mike, but you know the thing about back in the day, man, it's not like what we have today. Opportunities, man, was slim. Those guys were just trying to really get the opportunity. So they had to do what they had to do just to get an opportunity, man, to really show their talents, man. I remember that Tougher Than Leather.
That movie was horrible, but I love them dudes. You know that? I mean, from look, Nick, sucker MCs, my Adidas.
Bro.
Walk this way is tricky. It's like that. Peter.
Walk this way, Mike.
Be illin'.
Bruh.
Christmas in Hollis. Run's house. You talk.
I think that only. And that's what I'm saying. I played it because this is Tougher Than Leather. But the thing about it is, they took that hard rock and still put their twist in it, man, to make it attractive, man. Like I said, Walk This Way. I mean, these guys right here, man. Woo!
I'm the
man.
King of Rock is probably my second time. The King of Rock. There is none higher. All suckers MCs call me sire. Come on, man. Come on, man. If you don't like him, just say it. Just admit it.
Ain't too many. Hey, Run DMC, bro. Iconic. That's all I can say. I
got my favorite. I left it out on purpose. My favorite Run DMC song of all time. All time, Nick.
What's that?
Starts with a R.
Rock the Bell?
No. But you got the rock part right. I'm about to hit you with it.
You must be trying to find it on song.
No.
Because what has nothing to do with music? What is a unit of measure? Oh, with a beautiful
that introduction is by some mad scientist.
Rock box.
There you go, my man. Oh my God. Yes, T-Cham.
T-Cham on top of it.
Pull up an 83 caddy with graffiti on it at the club.
Hey, but like I said, they went with that hard rock with a twist with what the table, man. Hey, and like I said, if it wasn't no Run DMC, you would have no Beastie Boys.
Exactly. And Nick, you do know that these guys are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes, T-Champ posted that. They're in the Rock and Roll, which they should be in the Rock and Roll.
Fixing to forward.
Hey, like I said, giving them boys their flowers while they're still alive, man. But even though we did lose Jam Master Jay, did they find out who shot and killed Jam Master Jay?
Well, there's a documentary on Netflix, man. But sometimes I'm just all documentary out. I'm all detective investigative TV out. I will never forget. I was working at a clothing store on a loading dock when it came across the radio, man, and as grown as I am, for Halloween, I was Jam Master Jay.
Okay.
I had the derby,
respect,
jean jacket, Adidas t-shirt, jeans, Adidas. They was like, "Who are you?" Hey, I'm Jam Master Jay. That's right. Yeah, man. Rest in peace, brother.
They still haven't found who killed him, right?
It's just, and then if whatever it was over some nonsense. A lot of people say it was an inside job. Aerosmith, yes, Ace Dog. Walk this way.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
that's what I'm saying, man. Beautiful. All right, man. Run DMC. There you go.
Yes.
All right, Mike. Today is also Bobby Bonilla Day. For those who don't know what the Bobby Bonilla Day is, Bobby Bonilla signed to me, based on this contract, Bobby Bonilla should be in the Hall of Fame just based on him signing this contract.
He might get in there.
There should be no reason why Bobby Bonilla is not in the Hall of Fame based on this contract. The New York Mets are required to pay Bobby Bonilla $1.1 million on every year, July 1st, until he's 72 years old. 2035. Family, that is unheard of.
As Life Jennings would say, must be nice.
This guy right here, dude, you talk about a fleece. You talk about a height. You talk about a darn stick up. Mike. Oh my God.
And someone said, I think it was said, that doing this move saved the Mets tons of money. I'd like to know how, said. Please chime in, or anybody. You know, I remember when it happened, but my goodness, man.
I think he's still getting paid. They said what it was, Bobby Bonilla contract on the front end wasn't that large. And let me pull this contract up. Find it exactly.
But speaking of that, Nick, do you remember Sergeant Bonilla from the 175 overseas tour?
Uh-huh.
Very animated, very animated. Why the Mets still pay him? Why?
Yeah. $1.1 million July 1st, referring to some Bobby Bonilla's day. I was trying to find the actual contract. Man, it is crazy.
And Bobby Bonilla is 58.
58. He will get paid that until he's 72 years old. Agreed in 2020 to buy out his contract. They bought it out, negotiated to pay the remaining Stop it. It says, according to ESPN, Mets agreed to a 2000 buyout for Bobby Bonilla contract, negotiated to pay the remaining $5.9 million in annual installment, nearly $1.2 million, including an 8% interest for 25 years. So he's getting 8% interest, better than what the bank is going to give you. 8% interest on 5.9.
But who thought that this dude would be playing for 25?
Oh my goodness. Dude. Man, stop, man. Yeah, he's still getting paid. I cannot believe that. $5.9 million?
Starting
really?
July 2011 to 2035. Wow.
Mike, that is unheard of. Unprecedented. I mean, for Bobby Bonilla to even, for his agent to work that deal, it's crazy.
I don't know anybody else who has that. But you know what?
No, nobody.
They got a few people, man. And I got a list right here. Max Scherzer. Don't know if you ever heard of him.
Yes.
He will receive $105 million from the Nationals that will be paid throughout 2028. Brett Saberhagen will receive $250,000 a year from the Mets for 25 years, starting in 2004. Manny Ramirez will collect $24 million from the Red Sox until 2026. Ken Griffey Jr. will receive $3.59 million from the Reds every year to 2024 from his 9-year deal of $116 million.
This is crazy, man.
Todd Helton, $1.3 million from the Rockies every year through 2023 as a result of a $13 million deferred when he signed a 2-year extension in 2010. Man, listen, I don't think it's too late for me to start practicing baseball right about now, man.
Bonilla, man. Okay, he's still smiling. Oh, that's it. Still smiling. And at the time, man, Bobby Bonilla, man, was recognized one of the better players when he signed with the Mets. Came from San Francisco Giants when he with with Barry Bonds with the Giants. And they had Clark playing first base, so they had a good team, man. But Mets gave him that deal, 5-year, almost $30 million contract when they initially signed him. But shoot.
You know, Nick, I'm looking at some of these contracts in baseball. I'm not going to reel them off. I'm just going to mention one name you probably heard of, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yep, Vlad.
His contract is for $605. He's going to get $605,000 for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
I mean, man, whatever, man.
Yeah.
But listen, on another note, how can these dudes walk up to regular women and talk to them without this being known? Like, how can you have a serious relationship with a young lady when she just sees all them dollar signs and the life she gonna live?
It's difficult.
I know they don't care, but they should.
Yeah, I agree with it. Hey, here's what it is. All right, man. I don't know if you heard about this, man, Mike. There's a new rules allowing college players to get paid for their likeness. Want to know your thoughts, man? College players finally getting paid for. Hey, don't be trying to slide little nuggets in ear at USC. I see you nod your head.
I'm gonna just say this, man, and I am gonna be biased. I hope it work out for him, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But it's a lot of work involved in that. So, I'm happy, man, because I remember the O'Bannon brothers in the 90s, 95. All of a sudden, somebody looking at a video game, and this dude with a UCLA jersey looking just like him balling on the game. He was like, oh, no, I need some of that. And he sued, and he won.
Yep.
So I'm happy for these dudes because, let's be real, I'll go to Jadeveon Clowney a few years ago. You could not go to a game and not look up and see all these thousands of number 7 jerseys. I mean, it was unbelievable. And he ain't getting out one penny of that.
Not one dime.
Come on, man.
Yeah, to me, Mike, it is unacceptable for these players not to be getting paid for that. And they've been doing it for years, man. So they finally, and the thing about it is, man, the one who spoke up and spoke out, man, was Kavanaugh. Supreme Court Judge Kavanaugh. He said, no. He said, why is it that a regular employee, working for an employer can't get paid for, they get paid for their likeness, but you're college and university taking advantage of these students. He said, you guys are not held to a different standard.
Right.
And I feel like that he nailed the hammer right on the nail with that. He said, no, you guys need to comply with the same standard as everybody else. So I think they was unanimous of like 9-0. And so when that happened, it was a matter of time, man. Now these kids can get paid for their likeness, but the thing they were saying, they wonder if it's going to hurt these kids. It's not going to hurt. Get a little booster money and stuff like that. Because the thing that always used to irritate me, sometimes, man, when these kids get trouble, they come from these low impoverished areas, they get a scholarship, they dominate, okay, and these agents want to give them a little. I mean, it was so bad to where they could get in trouble if a coach say, okay, I'm going to give you money just to go get you something to eat.
Yeah.
They would get in trouble. That's crazy.
I think LeBron had got a throwback jersey from a barber. You've been cutting LeBron hair since he was like 5, and the guy said, hey, man, congratulations on your high school career. I know you get ready to go pro. Here's a jersey. Now, the jersey was worth about $600. So he had to return that. And I think it's going to make these guys play harder, man. I remember when Leonard Fournette was balling and he had a line of clothing out, and they had to tell his people, if you sell that and make money off of it, he could forfeit the rest of his collegiate career. So he had to shut that down, man. I mean, you about
no. Hey, Mike, Leonard Fournette worked the deal out with NCAA. What he did, because this is when I think Katrina had hit New Orleans, and so they allowed him to sell it in order, but he didn't take any of the proceeds. All that went to helping out the people with and I remember that story. All the proceeds when they helped out the people for Katrina.
You can best believe they was at the bank and checking all receipts, assets, and accounts, making sure that his people didn't get none of that. But I like it because now these college guys know that they got an image, and they're gonna not only play the sport well, but they're gonna show out a little bit, man. I mean, I'm looking at the picture behind you of the Zags and how good they were until they met Baylor.
But Suggs right now, man, that cat is going to be like a top 5 pick. So that's the thing about it. He played in college, and that really. Now this thought, even though Suggs was a 5-star recruit, he went to Zags and showed up. That only helped out with his draft status. Because I think if you would have came out of high school, he probably would have not been a top 5 pick. But because he played in college, that just boosts his status up a little bit, man. But then you got Trevor Lawrence right now, number 1 pick. Couple of examples, and I see Ace said about the women, but it allowed the women to get paid off their likeness as well. What it is, it's all about promotion, and we can start doing a better job of promoting the women. Then maybe the women can tap into this money as well.
I think they are, man. You look at all these girls who are on a gymnastic team for UCLA and Alabama. All them girls that been doing them routines and getting all these likes on social media and whatnot. The college girls, I like them Lady Gamecocks. They're going to be marketing. Can you imagine if a kid got as much attention as Asia Wilson is getting right now while they're in college?
Right.
Oh, hey,
man, it's going to be interesting, though. It's interesting. Hey, I don't know if you heard, man, but Reggie Bush said because of this, he won his Heisman Trophy back. He said, I want my Heisman Trophy back.
Well, you know what? All them people that's in jail for marijuana charges right now, they want to be released because of all these dispensaries. Didn't apply to you at the time, Reg. And what you should have did was tell them to come to the house and get it. You want it, come get it. But you wanted to be Mr. Nice Guy and mail it to him. No.
Mike.
And they still not going to put him in a record book.
Mike, I'm going to put it like this. I wouldn't have given up my Heisman Trophy. I would have kept that. And it's not like he was on some type of banned substance or whatever. No, Reggie Bush performed on the field, and he earned that Heisman Trophy.
Right.
So I would tell him, no, I earned this. Okay, you guys got paid off of my talents. And so all of a sudden, you want to take this back. Okay, yeah, I did take some money. Okay, got it. And what? You've been getting paid off me since I've been to this university. Like you talking about Jadavion Clowney with USC. Up in the stands, jerseys all over the place. Come on, man. Quit tripping.
Yeah, Reggie did earn that, except when he ran into Vince Young and he tried to change up his style and it cost him. This is my thing. I'm with you, Nick. Not only do you have to come to the house and get the trophy, but now you got to look for it, and you can start in that crocodile pit. That tiger pit and that shark tank. It's in one of those. Go get it.
Man, them Joker would have never gotten that Heisman Trophy back for me. But this is the other thing, Mike, that I'm surprised that a lot of players didn't follow. Anderson Hunt used to play for UNLV.
I remember him. Yes.
Anderson Hunt used to had his own business. He was not on scholarship. The only reason why the players got in trouble is because they were on scholarship. If they weren't on scholarship, then they could get a job, they could have a business, they could do whatever they want to do because they're not receiving any type of support from the university. So I'm like for instance, Jadavion Clowney, he could have used that as an example. He could have gotten an agent. He said, hey, I'm not on scholarship. I pay my own way. So guess what? I make my own money. And he could have made a lot of money that way too. So just saying.
Now, quick question. Was he the only one not on scholarship?
Yeah. He had a business.
Well, man, he played with Greg Anthony, Stacey
Yep.
Altman, Larry Johnson, George Eccles. That was the crew, man. That's the year they beat Duke pretty good.
Yep, he had a business that he was running that was making money. He was not on scholarship. I remember they did an article on it. He got paid, so he was getting paid because he had a business, but he wasn't on scholarship. That's how he continued to get paid. So I'm just surprised a lot of more athletes just decided, hey, I'm not going to be on scholarship. Now, guess what? How do you make your money? You make your money.
Well,
now, violating the rule.
I'm with you. Reggie Bush never cheated during the game, played the game with honor, did everything he was supposed to do. And it's just a shame that they asked him for the trophy back. And I still say he gave it up too quick. Like, okay, what's y'all's address?
Mr. Nice Guy.
I can't see
that's how I finish last. All right.
Can't see him giving it back.
No.
Now what Reggie need to do is call OJ and the rest of them and go get your stuff like OJ and them did.
Mike, we got to talk about this collapse from last night.
Man, I couldn't believe it myself. I was sitting there watching the highlights, me and my man. We was at a spot not too far from here. And I'm like, okay, Yanks looking good. Okay, what in the? Oh no! And all I could think about is, boy, what Nick gonna say after this?
Right.
I got 2 words, Nick. Melt down.
No, I got another 2 words for you. Fire sale. You know what a fire sale is, right?
I know.
Everything in the store is 50% off. Everything has to go. You go to someone's shop and it's, oh man, this is a valuable piece. It's on discount. Whatever you give me, you can have it. You can have it. Everything got to go. I mean, clean house. I've been saying this for the longest. It is unacceptable. The Yankees scored 7 runs, as you can see, in the first inning. They scored 1 run at the end. The doggone Angels scored 7-1 in the 9th inning.
But you know what? Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Yankees got busy in the first inning, correct?
Yeah, scored 7 runs.
They got busy, and at the end of the game, they couldn't hold them Angels from doing the same thing to them. But we talking about the top of the 9th.
Off of the ace, off of the closer. He gave a grand slam up.
Some stuff, man, you just can't make it up, man. It's unreal. It's not supposed to happen.
Ship him out now. Go ahead and start moving some of these players, man. But it has to start with, I'm telling you, man, they need to start with Brent Boone and Cashman. And to me, man, if people want to try to get Cashman all his credit, Cashman stinks. Cashman, man, you got to realize he's won 1 championship based off of players he brought to the organization. Derek Jeter, Vernon Williams, Paul O'Neill, most of those guys was already on the Yankee squad before Cashman even got there. When they won that first championship, that wasn't because of Cashman. The only championship that actually Cashman put together squad was 1. He's been there 23 years and has 1 championship ring to show for it. 1. Name me someone else. Now, mind you, the Yankees have always had the highest payroll. So how is it that you still want to give this guy credit for nothing? You're giving him the doggone bank account without any repercussion.
Hey, man, Yankees got the Mets next. Mets next 3 games starting tomorrow. They're going to make up today's game on August 16th. But tomorrow at 7 o'clock, Saturday at 1, that looked like a good time for me, and Sunday at 7 that night. So it's going to be 2nd, 3rd, 4th Mets. And I hope T-Cham, they 41-39. You said the first 80, and it's not good. First time T-Cham said that, and it's not good. First
Right.
80, not good. So
I still
I'm hoping. This is what I'm hoping, Nick, and we'll go from here. I'm going to try to get him the benefit of the doubt. If the Yankees can go ahead and crack 41-41, be 500 ball, I would love a sweep of the Mets. That would really make me happy.
they're above 500 now. They're 41-39.
I thought it was reversal. You're right.
Yeah.
But let's do this. What's your prediction over these next 3 games?
They're gonna get swept.
I don't like the sound of that. That'll put them right under 500.
Mike, man, the thing about it is you have more people excited by the Mets than there are the Yankees. The last time that happened, the Mets had Dwight Gooden, Darryl Strawberry, and Henderson on their squad.
Man, I know you ain't go back to them 80s like that.
I surely did. That's the last time people in New York were more excited about the Mets than were the Yankees. That's the last time.
Well, you know what, Nick? I'm going to just say this without having to curse out any of the Yankee fans that I know. The tables have turned, and everybody got their day. Now, I will say this. I didn't like what happened against the Red Sox. I will join the Nick train, and I will have to stand in front of the stadium and bar any of the players from coming in if they lose to these Mets and get embarrassed over the next 3 games.
Mike, man, it's so disappointing, man. It's disappointing, man.
And the games be stacked tight and sold out, my brother.
Yeah. Woo, man. And that's the thing that irritates me. Fans coming out, man. I know they're coming out with paper bags on their head in the doggone game. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable.
But you know what? I'll say this, man. I'll say this. I know you gave the Knicks a hard time, but every game is sold out. That has nothing to do with production and play, and I get it. But you just got some diehards out here, and the fans deserve better, man. We deserve better.
Yes. Hey, Mike, I have a little information about your Knicks I'm going to talk about here in a second. You might like what I have to say.
I hope so. Need some good news.
You and T-Champ, man, may like the. I think you're going to agree with what I have to say. All right, man, we got to talk about this NBA playoff.
Man,
Mike?
my brother, I saw the game last night. The game, like I said, went to a spot, and me and my man was talking the same language. And you know what I didn't like? It was 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. They were already down by approximately 18. Next thing you know is 5 minutes, and then it's 3 minutes and 58 seconds, and all of a sudden, the Clippers took their starters out. Why not go as hard? Why not go as hard as you can for 4 minutes? Give it all you got at the house. Yes, I know you're down. They were down 21, and when you took the starters out, another team took their starters out, you went down by 28.
Oh, it was done.
You're at the crib.
Don't matter.
You play tooth and nail, eyes bloody, jaw broke. You never walk off and give up and start hugging people. No, I didn't like it at all.
Mike, I tell you what, man. I said it yesterday. I predicted the Suns to win. Because like I said, the Clippers were not a good home team. And the reason why I say, hey, they have a losing record at home. So to me, I didn't. But I told you, I said, Chris Paul, I said, once he finally get out of that COVID, I was still dealing with it. Bruh, Chris Paul, bruh, said.
He was a tad rusty when he got back, and I don't know what happened. But I said this. I said if Chris Paul has an off game, the Clippers can get him. You letting Chris Paul post up and Jay, you dead in your face. The Morris twin just standing there getting it. Nobody can guard this dude. He doing whatever he want to do out there.
Mike,
no way he should have skipped to 41 points.
The only person that came to play last night was Reggie Jackson.
Listen, I give him all the respect in the world.
Did you see the interview after the game?
I did, my brother. And for him to come out there and talk with his heart. And when them tears fell, that's all the respect he can get. There's nothing wrong with that. He's a grown man. He came out there and he hurt, and he showed it and let it be known. And he tried to hold back, but he just couldn't, man. He get a whole lot.
Why? You want to know why? The reason why Reggie Jackson broke down and cried like that, because the Clippers were the only, after he got released from Detroit, the Clippers was the only organization was willing to give him another chance, another shot. And he he appreciated that. So,
but let me tell you who doesn't get respect, and I lost all of it. You could talk about aggressive, tenacious defender.
No, don't say that. No, not yet, not yet. We're going to talk about that next. Hold up. I already know
Nick, you be cutting me off because you know the climax is coming, man.
No, because the reason why and I'll tell you the reason why. I want you to hold your thought. But you know, I tell you, man, I told you I thank you and T Champ, but like what I'm gonna say. To me,
you got something else to lead off. Okay, what we got? Hold.
You know what I think. This is what I think your Knicks need to do. All jokes aside, you know what I think they should do, which I think will be a great player for your guys to go after. Go after Reggie Jackson. He play point guard for you.
Oh, I like that, Nick. I like that. But hold tight, Ghost Rider. I got big news for you from Bleacher Report. I thought this was you was gonna tell me.
What?
Now, right now it's a trade rumor, but I like it. So this is coming from Bleacher Report. R.J. Barrett trade rumor. Knicks interested in packaging a shooting guard for Lillard and Beal.
Huh?
Barrett in a trade for a star guard such as Portland guard Damian Lillard and Wizards Washington Bradley Beal. I'm just looking at Christian Report.
Yeah. Well, who the Knicks gonna give up?
Listen, I don't care.
Well, yeah, I bet you would say you don't care. I'm like, they got to have the asset.
Get mad at Bleacher Report, not me.
Man, look at that sound like somebody who a Knicks fan who put that together.
I like that. I like it. And you know what?
Hey.
Bye, RJ. I help him pack and
yeah, I know.
Locker. I will clean the locker out.
Hey, Moses. Zion not going to no doggone Knicks. What the word D Moses is talking about?
It's trade rumors, and I like that. And
hey, there you go. Hey, look what Ace Dog said. Hey.
Ace, you might as well wave bye-bye to D Lillard. Welcome to NY, Lillard. We got you.
Not going to no New York.
Listen, that ain't the first time I heard his name mentioned with the Knicks, man.
But y'all don't have the assets. What you giving up?
First of all, stay out of our pockets like that. You don't know.
You don't have the assets. Don't work in a trade.
You don't know us like that, man.
I'm just telling you, you have to have that pieces in order to match it up with that salary and everything. You don't have the assets.
Hey, I'm just going by Bleacher Report. I'm gonna respect them, man.
But back to more of a realistic thing, because I know they were talking about your Knicks.
Respect on that.
Hey, I know they're talking about your Knicks going after Lonzo Ball, but to me, I think Jackson would be a better fit for your Knicks. He's definitely proven a surefire point guard. He played better defensive wise. I think that is complementary. He's a better shooter than Lonzo, and he's a veteran. I'm just saying.
Are you familiar with the Olympic? Are you familiar with the Team USA Select team?
No.
Don't fall for a Nick trying to okie doke. Hey, Nick ain't.
Hey, hold on, T-Champ. So you mean to tell me you don't think Jackson would be a good asset for the Knicks to go after?
Instead of Damian Lillard?
No, you can't, Mike. You know y'all literally have to give up your whole team for Damian. Damian Lillard's going to get paid over $40 million next year. Only contract is close to that. You have to give up Randall. You have to give up
that type of
so many players. Huh?
And let's do it.
Mike, y'all don't have the assets. T-Champ know that.
Oh, man. First of all, the Knicks have a financial consultant. You can't have all the jobs.
No, Mike. You're not
kill everybody.
understanding it.
You can't kill everybody in Candyland.
Mike. So what? Damian Lillard gonna be the only person on the Knicks team?
Don't worry about our cash flow like that. Trust me, man.
Yeah.
So what I'm reading, and I'm gonna sidestep on a second. Julius Randle might have been left off Team USA for Kevin Love, but the Knicks will have some form of representation in the red, white, and blue prior to Tokyo. So it's the select team, and they got Quickly and Obi Toppin on them teams.
All right, that's kind of a squad that kind of prepared for the Olympics. That's kind of a squad together for the Olympics.
Let me read off a couple of guys to you, man. We just talking. You got Anthony Edwards, Sadiq Bey, Miles Bridges, Darius Garland, Tyrese Halliburton, Tyler Hero, John Jenkins, Keldon Johnson, who got game, Josh Maggette. Is that Corey, brother?
I don't know.
Dakota Mathias, Emmanuel Quickly, Nas Reed, Cam Reynolds, Isaiah Stewart, Obi Toppin, your boy, PJ Washington, and Patrick Williams. So, hey.
Like I said, something to try to prepare them for Tokyo. Players that never see the Olympics. But anyway. So, Mike, you don't think Reggie Jackson would be a better fit than Lonzo Ball on your Knicks?
Oh. I knew it was a catch. It ain't just that he good, but instead of Ball.
Well, Ball we're not trying to sign Ball. No. Your Knicks need a point guard. I think Reggie Jackson would be a good fit. You don't think Reggie Jackson would be a good fit for the Knicks?
Versus Lonzo?
Yeah.
No, I like him. I know he's tired of what happened. I like his game, period. I've always liked this game, man.
That's the only thing I'm saying. I think having Jackson on your team and Jackson and Randall being your 1-2 punch over Barrett and Randall being your 1-2 punch is much better.
I ain't heard from D Moses since the Lakers got beat.
No one's talking about getting rid of T Rose. Rose will come off the bench as a sixth man. And then T-Champ smoking dope, thinking doggone Dame Lillard or Zion heading in New York.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Nick,
right.
Nick, you would hate the day if that happened.
That's never going to happen. So I don't have to worry about it.
Never say never, man.
Never.
and word. Everybody about to get broke up, man. Kyrie about to be out of there.
Mike.
Paul George, everybody about to get broke up.
Mike, you ever heard the movie Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
This is what you sound like. You still said there's a chance.
Listen, man.
You and T-Champ.
You can hate if you want to, but we're gonna get.
I'm not hating. Anyway, all right, man. This is what I want to have a conversation about. Your boy, you were going to say, you were about to talk about this. That's what took you hold up. I was going to talk about it. Go ahead.
If he had any guts, he would have turned Chris Paul around or walked up to his front. That's the only problem I got. Now, you let the man get inside your head. Now, I still don't know exactly what Chris Paul turned his mouth and said to him, but I can imagine what he said. And that
he didn't say nothing. Chris Paul didn't say anything.
He mouthed something. I've seen his mouth.
No. Chris Paul didn't say anything. Actually, Patrick Beverly has come out and apologized.
So
Chris Paul, when Chris Paul walked by Patrick Beverly, he just looked at him. But you gotta go back to the previous shot when he went between the leg and he hit the jumping shot on Pat Beverly. That's when Chris Paul said something. But at the time they called a timeout, Chris Paul walked on the court and he looked at him. But you know who I actually blame more than that? Tell me what the world and this tall, lanky 7-footer is doing standing there watching Patrick Beverly push Chris Paul and don't intervene? He's seen Patrick Beverly coming.
Jay Crowder should have stole him too.
No, look at Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder not even looking. He didn't realize Kaminsky. That's him, former Charlotte Hornet clown.
That's Frank. Wow, that's Frank Kaminsky. Okay.
Yeah, look at him, Mike. He's literally looking at him, push him like, hey, what you doing?
Well, you know what, man?
No, D. Moses.
The whole thing was classless. Put that comment back. Put that comment back.
D. Moses. Coming with his eye.
Trust me when I tell you, Chris Paul cut his eye into my man's soul. I know that. He cut that eye into
Yeah, Chris Paul looked at him. Yeah, he looked at him. And
wasn't
then
no
Chris
regular
Paul
look, though, Nick.
That.
It didn't cause that, but that wasn't a regular look. Sometimes you can look at somebody and get them started.
Hey, Chris Paul was getting under his skin. He got a technical foul on DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, when he flopped, I saw the whole thing.
Hey, then DeMarcus Cousins gonna say, that's why nobody won't play with you.
Let me tell you what that look said, even though it was about 1.2 seconds. Once he realized it was over, Chris Paul probably had that sly, now get your raggedy off this court while we celebrate. And that's probably what did it. You know they say looks can kill.
But Mike, you know what this go back to? Patrick, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Remember when Patrick Beverly did that little dancing little thing when he clipped Chris Paul and then won that game? And Chris Paul remembered that. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Just saying.
But
all right, man.
Also, it bothers me. Here's a kid with limited skills. You're classless and you're low and you've been acting up. This dude, you work so hard to get to the NBA, and this is the end result. Shoving somebody in their back because they eliminated you. So, and Mike, I want to know what's going to happen. Where's the fine and or the punishment?
Oh, he gonna next year. Mike, you know how much Patrick Beverly getting paid? Patrick Beverly getting paid $14 million a year. Yeah. $14 million. But you were paying Lou Williams 10. Sound like there's a fleece in the house.
I didn't know that was going on. That's quite hard.
Look, he didn't even play playoff Pete. I mean, he didn't play Rondo at all. He didn't play Rondo at all.
And what Rondo did for the Lakers last year was unbelievable. That's
the part I didn't agree with. Anyway.
That's why they lost.
Yep. Hey, man, let's talk about the game tonight, man. Gotta have this conversation, brother. You got the Greek Freak is out. Haven't ruled out Trey yet, but hey, they proved that they can win without Trey. So what's your thought?
I think the Bucks are in trouble unless they pull up and step up like the Clippers did the other night. That's the only way they can do it.
Hey,
they step it up.
To me, man, I think the Bucks have questioned if they can win without Giannis. The Hawks believe that they can win without Trey. So I believe that's going to be a big deal for tonight's game. That's why I'm going with the Hawks.
They're in Milwaukee. The crowd might get behind them, but these home crowds have been shut down before. So, but I do believe without Giannis and Trey coming back with a vengeance. Now, is he 100% on that ankle?
No, they're not. They haven't decided if he's going to play. I think they're probably going to sit Trey one more game and bring him back the next game, giving an ankle another game worth rest, because if they win or lose, they know they're going back to Atlanta. So I'd rather sit him for one more game and hopefully we can bring him back for the next two or the last one. So I won't be now. It was surprising if they play him tonight.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah. Who you got tonight?
I'm going Hawks only because Giannis is not there. Now, if Trey does not play, I got Bucks.
All right. I'm going with the Hawks regardless. We'll see. We'll see.
Barkley said replace Trey with Jeff Teague.
Yeah, he was talking nonsense. They had to remind Barkley, like Teague played for the Bucks and not Teague don't play with play with Atlanta. He used to play with Atlanta, but not anymore. I hear D Moses saying Atlanta gonna win. So having a parting thoughts, Mike?
Hey, everybody play it safe, man. We got a rain in a couple of areas up north right here, Delaware, Philly, New York. We got that heat going on. I heard people in Oklahoma and Oregon, man, are dropping, especially if you got some age on you. Check on your loved ones, man. Yes, if you hadn't heard, Nick, out there in California, Oregon, Portland, at least 60 people have died in 2 days from heat. Some people are sitting in their homes without AC.
Mike, they said Las Vegas yesterday was 130 degrees.
Well, when we was with Fort Irwin, California, it was hitting 106.
Woo!
It's something else out there, man. Drink water, folks. Drink water. Enjoy yourself.
Yep.
And please be safe. The weekend starts tonight.
That's
4th
right.
of July, make it safe. If you're going to drink, keep it inside.
Hey, D Moses said, almost in Philly now. You better reach out to D Moses.
Hey, man, I'm about 2.5 hours away, man. Holla at me, though.
Gotcha.
And Nick, have a safe and glorious trip out there in Vegas, man.
Yep. I'll be able to do the show tomorrow. After the show, man, we're gonna because my flight flies at 9. I'll do the show tomorrow. After that, man, getting on that plane, man, heading out. So we'll do this again tomorrow.
You got a night flight?
Yeah.
Oh, well, look, I'm glad you told me that. So I'll be ready to rock and roll, man.
All right. As you guys know, family, be safe, be careful. I'm Nick. Military Brothers Talking Sports.
I'm Mike, y'all.